Right, we are on Friday the 27th of June 2025. We are back at bees in the bin. Bees are still here in the bin, no doubt of that. We are going to take them out. The plan is to turn the bin round, put the lid completely over. I'll set out a blanket and stuff on the floor. I've got an empty hive box with me, and we will move the bees from bin into a hive box. So I'll get that ready. I'll stick you all on high speed, and then we'll see how we go from there. Right, that went surprisingly well. There are a lot of bees now flying towards the top, you can see, but having turned it around, this is what we are dealing with. So there is brood right on this outer side. Nice run of bees, so nice bee space in between the colonies of bees there. Bees all the way over. So I have the queen clipped just in case. Hopefully we'll find her. If I do, then we can move around. So the entrance was kind of about here, so I'm hoping they'll be okay. Once we've taken the comb out, then we can try and get it so that the hive box is on top and all okay. They are lovely, lovely bees. So yeah. Yep, all good. Can't see the queenie, and that would be nice and useful. And it saves me the hassle. I think I'll potentially start with this rear section of comb that's on this side and work my way along. Right, so the plan is cut the piece of comb, fits neatly in a piece of frame, then that goes into box. Once we get enough successful bees in the box, hopefully a queen as well, then we'll catch the queen in the clip. When the queen is in the clip, then we can move the whole thing, because then that's kind of a success story. I'm going to start from the back side, because it's going to be really hard to kind of cut across this lip on here. You guys are going to be a bit stuck at the minute because you can't see the back side. There is pollen coming in as well. I can see it on the back of the bees that are landing kind of over there. They've still managed to find the entrance, although the entrance has moved. Right, start by, yeah, that fits that fine without issue. We'll start banding up the actual frame. Bunch of bands in it, all these bands of different lengths, which is what these for. If there's really going to be any order to the way these in the box. I'm going to try and keep them all together to keep the bees warm, obviously. So they need to generate heat, so we want to keep all the brood neatly there. So starting with the first frame, in an ideal world, I'm going to take some there's no brood on this back of this frame here. Okay, let's start with this first frame. Cut carefully, just not going to damage anything really. Yeah, definitely. Definitely some very wet nectar in here. Yeah, so that's our first frame of bees. There's a bit of brood in the middle, right in the very middle, nectar around the outside. That looks okay. I'm going to straighten the bottom of this frame off, first of all. Right, and let's pop it in the elastic bands. Okay, so now that we've got the frame in the middle of the elastic bands, I'm going to just pull the elastic bands over it. Right, so that's our first frame done. A nice easy one. Right, next frame, a bit bigger. Some queening on this side, and there is plenty of brood. Okay, so let's go for the next frame. This last bit is just over here. I'm just going to put the loose comb on the bottom. Okay. bit of a tidy up. We have to move all you around to this side. Be the easiest thing to do. So we'll go. Right, let's go for next one. Okay, I definitely can't see Queenie on that side. There is Queenie. Right, we go. Yep, there she is. So Queenie's in there, she's a dark one. You see her moving around in the middle. Just remove the other bees off of the cage. All round good job. It's only a tiny skinny one. Anyway, all good. Wow. Okay, well that was an easy find. I found her. We'll go in the box. Actually, I'll put her up to the top. Perhaps the bees can go over that way. Right. Let's mark out the bottom of the frame. Okay. Cut it off. That bit. There's a bit of honey on here, but certainly not much at all. I'd rather actually keep the brood intact as much as possible. Straighten it off. Okay, let's get rid of this bit as well. We're going to need some stores, aren't they? There's not much stores on the next one either. I'll probably need lighten stores. Sacrifice the brood, I think. Yeah, okay. Sacrifice that last bit of brood for stores then. In the bottom, it's all brood. Okay, next domestic bands on this one, long ones preferably. Stand it up at the minute, it's just too heavy. We're going to show house fodder. see. We could have bought deep frames with me, but 14 by 12, sorry. Just bought deep nationals instead. Right, let's see how easy this is to take off. I might just, now that we've got the queen, I might just take this last one off actually. Do it the wrong way. Okay, last frame. It's freed. There you go. Yep, it's a lovely frame. That's the inside of the frame. Those are okay. It's a tiny bit of stalls on the top, but not worth really writing home about. Bottom off. Okay, perfect. Okay, looking good. There's that. Should hold nicely. Okay, and last but not least, we have one little sad frame that's all left by itself. This is what we're left with. So we've got one frame. Brood on it, so there's a bit of stores on that. That's the rest of it. Okay, nice little lump of bees up here. So they're obviously thinking about it. Here we've got really in the pit. Still there. See that? In the middle, out. Wouldn't happen because the spaces are too small. Okay, wonderful. Just take this random bit of comb off here. Right, just go with the homeowner. Well, there's a tiny bit of honey, but they have hardly any honey. Again, I'm going to sacrifice brood for stores, because in this instance they have hardly any stores at all. Hey girlie. Look, girlie's cleaning my gloves now, which is not too pleasing. Sorry, on the camera. Last bit of wax in there. Cut the edge of this frame. Okay, let's add one. Let's just add two. It's on the other end. Switching bees. These are actually quite nice bees, so I can't really complain, can I? Okay, that was a stinger, girlie. That was the stinger, but luckily I've got enough gloves on that it didn't go through. Right, so there is our last and final frame. That's all good. Pop those in there. Right, that's all down. And we have Queenie as well. Queenie is in the clip. Right, just showing homeowner Queen. There she is. She is a lovely colour. We'll try and get some good pictures of her. Taking the attendance off her. She nearly the last bee that's left in there. I'll try a couple more photos maybe. With the GoPro as well. Let's give everyone. Yes, there she is. Perfectly well, perfectly happy, just a little bit small. She wants in, so I'm just going to pop her in between these two frames. I could just let it go. There we go. She's gone. Come on, Queenie. Queenie is in the box. Right, let's try and get the other bees in there. Right, sorry I missed her coming out there. Right, so we have this nice lump of bees over here. Really need to move, so maybe let's make that our first port of call. Need to get some of these bees in, if we can get them moving. That's all their comb now. So if I orientate the entrance spin you around and put you all on the other side. Close enough, so we'll all think about marching in. Got to walk yet? Come on. They're thinking about it. Once this lot have walked in, then we can actually think about moving in. It's starting to go. Come on. Come on, let's go. Everyone in. Come on, you know the drill. You are a bit slow at this, girls, come on. Let's go and get the smoker just to move all of you. She's in there. The comb's in there. Yep. Okay, so we are getting there. The big lump of bees is a little bit less now and they're kind of moving towards it. I move the board and stuff and try and dash the bees a bit nearer. Then I'm going to try and close the lid of the bin, turn the bin back round so it's in the same place, and then put the hive on top of the bin. And if I can do that, then that will work quite well. Right, this is only Dettol, but it will change the smell of. My wife comments to say this is the first bit of cleaning I've done all year. She'd be right. Right, hopefully that would discourage them. There's only a tiny bit of wax left on there now. Try and get it off actually. Right, come on girlies, we're nearly there. The bin was 90 degrees the other way. About here, but I've made one fatal error. How are you going to close the lid? It's next to the fence. Send your arms, girlies. Come on. Okay. Kind of where we want to be. Roughly the same place. Hey look, there's all the bees going in, there's the pollen going in. That is lovely. But we need to disturb all of that, because actually we should have a colony there. I'm going to pick up the box. Down underneath it. Okay. Let's see what we get now. Still see there are bees fanning here. We have bees. There's bees fanning on the colony box to say this is home, but we have bees fanning on the bin to say this is home. Isn't going to help me. I might try and move it a bit further back, going with the whole kind of 3 foot 3 metre rule. And there are a load of bees on the back of it, where this corner was now. What was here, this it was 90 degrees down the other way. Seem to be returning. There are bees flying in at this angle here, and they are returning quite nicely to the right place. I'm loath to spray these bees with anything that's strong, because I think they will naturally go up. But I will have to find that out later on. here's the little door for later. What I might try and do is move the whole bin this way half a foot. Just so the original kind of flight entrance was probably about here. So what we need is flying bees to return. So flying bees to return to about here. And if you look in the box, there's loads of bees in the box. So we've got two lots of fanning going on, which is probably not going to help. So we've got pheromone here to say this is home, and we've got pheromone here to say this is home, but this is where the actual box was. So this entrance to the bin was about here, roughly. Come on, girlies. We have some bees walking this way. There's only a few bees at the back. Bees at the back, you can see the pollen on the legs. And it looks like they are moving. There are bees, the bees are going that way. Just waiting for like a mass exodus. They're all going to move in one hit. We certainly have returning bees. And if I pull you back a bit, there are returning bees that are flying straight back to kind of roughly the right location. That's a great. That's me. That's a great fan bee just there. Amazing. shining in the sunlight. And in terms of what's on the floor, it's hardly anything. A few rogue bees. Right, and there's been the most tiny bit of WD-40 just in the far side of the bin, in the back corner, just to discourage them a bit. See if they start coming out now. Yeah, look, you're all coming out now, aren't you? There's definitely somewhere where you don't want to be. They don't like the smell of WD-40, by the way. But we've got bees flying now. Hey, look at this. Look at this little bunch here. Come on, girlies. In the box. Yeah, come on. Still coming out. None going in. There's a bunch of flying out. And I literally gave it 2 or 3 kind of half-second squirts just in the very far back corner. You can see the bee here, pollen. They are a lovely colony of bees. A few bees back here still. For you new age people, you can watch bees watching bees. That's like third person view. Like you're technically fourth person. Oh, I can smell that WD-40. Okay, so now we've got hardly any bees over here. Entrance is bee free, which is great. WD-40. And we have bees all over here, which is great. Hopefully once they've made their minds up they'll go away up. That's kind of what it looks like from afar. As bees walking back towards it, I might give it another little dab of vitamin D. Just over here, just to persuade them not to go back in. Go 3 little blips more. I get the sort of like stuff ready to go and we'll be back. Keep things on here. Oh. Sorry. Should we do it from here? That's kind of where the comb was. It's from back quite far. There's a couple of unhappy bees coming out, but yeah, I think we're done. We can bask in the sunshine for a bit. Right, so that ends the extraction of the bees from the bin. The next step is to grab the bees, take them up to the apiary, which I'm going to come back about 10 o'clock tonight to do, and I'll move them up to the apiary that's about 3 miles from here, so no chance of them flying back or anything odd like that, and probably chuck a bit of tape over this hole as well once we've done the job, just to make sure that nothing else gets back in there, because something quite aggressive has gnawed its way into this bin, despite it only being a compost bin. So thank you for watching, everyone, the daytime segment. Night time to follow. Right, it's 10:30 at night. We are back with the bees and the bin. The bees look like they're all in the box. I'm not obviously going to open it, so I'm just like ready to talk and to check. But I'm going to close it up, take the hole up. Got some string and stuff just there, so I'm going to tie it up just to make sure it doesn't open whilst I'm driving. So I ideally don't want to drive with the veil on. That just makes it far too exciting for a Friday night. Me on a Friday night. And so once it's all taped up and moved, then we'll drop it into the apiary. So let's close it up. Okay, now that's closed up, let's do the ultra cautious thing. Just in total paranoia, not going anywhere. Right, there's a woodlouse that's just come out of the bin, which I don't care. Right, lid is definitely on. Right, I'm going to move these to over here. Let's just check. Look at that, no bees in the bin. Job done. We are a success. Nothing there. Smells a bit of WD-40, but it will disperse. Yeah, we are a success. That needs something over it, otherwise we're going to have the same issue next time. But let me just swing this round. I'm just going to tie lots of stuff over here. Just because I don't want the lid coming off during transport. was a bottom on this, if there is. That would have been the best check to check that before I put the bees in it. Pretty sure I did earlier, but paranoia. Okay, and then I'm also going to just wrap a cover around them loosely as well, just if there is anything loose on them, then it's all going to get caught up. So fingers crossed. Okay. Excellent. To the apiary. Right, so we have reached the apiary destination, and we need to just remove the tape from the front. If I can see it, I can remove it. It should have the bar stuck on it. You can't see. The floodlight a bit. Brilliant, that's off. Right. If I pull this, it should come away. Should be able to grab the bracket with the hive tool. Yeah. I've got a hive from my bee. It flew out. I've enjoyed the journey. Anyway, undoing the bow that's on top, and we are all go. So, thank you very much, everyone, for watching the bees in a bin video, part 1 and part 2. If you have liked it, then please do give us a like. Comments and sharing and subscriptions are always welcome. Helps us on YouTube to build a bit of a presence. Thank you for watching. Have a great evening. Bye bye.